This thing is launched live, baby.
On deck!
Loyal forever.
One last ride, but I'm also just trying to, go out there and compete and give it the best every day I can.
And now, the Austin High Maroon On Deck Show.
It's our hardest and not leave any regrets when the final game's over.
Just make playoffs, win.
Bring the team together so we can get more wins.
Players, my teammates, we developed a really good relationship over the season.
Brought to you by Plains Capital. Strong roots for a strong future. Financial products and services tailored to your needs. 8118 Dental Professionals. Dental care focused on whole body wellness. Sportsman's Barbershop. A friendly neighborhood barbershop. Horizon Bank. Since 1905, Horizon has been proud to work with local businesses across Central Texas and beyond. Hitforth. At Hitforth, we're hardcore about data-driven player development. By Tate Property. Exceptional homes. Exceptional service. Perrytown Pharmacy. Innovative care. Timeless service. Nance Orthodontics. Seamless, state-of-the-art orthodontic treatment focused on you. And now to the Maroon broadcast booth. Here's David Roy and James Scott.
Well, welcome in live, ladies and gentlemen, to the Maroons on Deck pregame show live here at Del Valle. As Austin High getting set to take on the Del Valle Cardinals for the second part of this two-game series. I'm David Roy, my broadcast partner in the booth with me this evening, as always, James Scott. And James, you come into tonight, you look at the results of Tuesday night, the heartbreaking loss on senior night for this Austin High squad. 5-3 loss on Tuesday. Close game, was strong throughout, all the way in to that seventh inning. And even there, kind of late in the seventh, you saw Austin High start to put together a little two-out rally. And just unfortunately, with two outs, you got to nail it on the head or it does not pay off as well as you would like. And they did score a run, closed it from 5-2 to 5-3, but they just couldn't get out of Burger Field with a win. Del Valle, of course, pulled out. They jumped out that 3-0 lead, and then Austin High battled back, and then at the end let it slip through their fingertips. Now it's their turn to spoil senior night for Del Valle here.
Yeah, hey, David, great to be here with you again. Game 30 of 31. Yep. It's hard to believe we only have two more games, but I tell you, that game Tuesday night was sort of a summary or a synopsis of the overall season. We just couldn't come through, get the big hit when we needed. Defense played okay, played all right. Had some mistakes, but it did okay. And pitching came in and did an okay job. We just didn't get the big hit. But, hey, we have two more games to play tonight versus Del Valle to spoil their senior night, as you said. And then tomorrow afternoon against Anderson. That game time has moved to 2:30. We'll be on with the On Deck show, the pregame show, at 2 o'clock.
You mentioned that. It's going to be interesting now as a result because Austin High is not the only team that has to turn around from Friday and has a game Saturday afternoon. There's more than a few squads out there. If I'm not mistaken, we'll pull up the standings and give you a look at that. Dripping Springs, you look at that, has that game against Buda. Looks like that's Lake Travis. And then you've got Bowie, who will turn around and play this Del Valle squad tomorrow as well. So you've got a handful of teams. Anderson, of course, being another one. They've got Dripping Springs right now, and then you turn around, they'll play Austin High tomorrow. So you put all that together, this night, not just for Austin High or for Del Valle, but across the district, becomes really interesting in terms of how you manage your bullpen, how you manage your starting pitchers and your relievers, because you got to turn around, you got to play another 7 innings tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a quick turnaround tonight. Last year when we were here, the game was interrupted by weather, which is why they moved this game up. It looks like we're going to be able to get it in, even though it's a little overcast clouds. Everything's going to be fine with the weather, but that's why they moved it up from 7 o'clock to 5 p.m. start tonight. But that does give us a couple of extra hours, you would think, and rest. Maybe we don't go to bed as late as we would have, and of course the Anderson game pushed back. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see these last two games, how Coach A works our bullpen, pitching staff overall. And to your point, with the district, Lake Travis, Dripping Springs at 1 and 2, Buda, I think Bowie, they play another one against Lake Travis tonight. Depending on how they do, I think they're pretty safe in making it in the playoffs. If that's the case, Westlake, who plays Buda tonight, I think they're pretty much out of it. They had to sweep coming into this week. So the best Westlake could finish would be 9 and 7. And of course, if Bowie wins at all, that definitely means Westlake's out. So, for Austin High, we have a chance still to get to 10 wins. And that sure looks on paper a lot better than 8 or 9.
Well, you talk about it being on paper looking a lot better. It also now, with the loss on Tuesday night, becomes a little bit harder to pull off. This Austin High squad is going to have to turn around. They're going to have to rattle off 2 in a row. That includes the win here tonight. And then turn around, that Friday to Saturday turnaround. I know we're harping on it a little bit, but that's no joke. You have to turn around, and in the span of 12 hours, you have to play 14 innings. That's a really tough ask. That's a tough ask on a professional level, right? That within 24 hours you're playing another 9 innings. But that's a tough ask also at a high school level. You got 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, even a couple of 18-year-olds likely out there that are going to have to come out, and they're going to have to turn around and within 12 hours play 14 complete innings together. That's really tough to do, and that really doesn't get any easier. You talk about the 10-win squad. The other part, and the maybe more important part, is not finishing in the basement of the district right now. When you look at these district standings right now, Del Valle with that win Tuesday, that gives Del Valle their second district win of the season. Austin High still sitting there with a 1. You'd like to at least finish above Del Valle when it's all said and done. So that win tonight really becomes important for Austin High. You don't want to talk about must win, but from a pride standpoint, you really need to, and you really need to come away with a win here tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look, you need to play for something, and pride is certainly it, and the ability still to not finish where maybe you could finish, right? You can, the best you can finish is in 8th place because Akins has a tiebreaker against you. So still a lot to do for us, and let's go get after it.
So with that, we'll take a quick break, pay a couple bills from Dr. Bedford and Luke Pizanko. When we come back, when you hear from us next, we'll be getting you set for the first pitch of Game 2 in this Del Valle series here against Austin High. We'll be right back.
Do you need a haircut? A real haircut? One that's tapered or blocked, clipped or trimmed just the way you like it? Come let the licensed barbers at the Sportsman's Barbershop take care of you. The Sportsman's Barbershop is a friendly, no-frills neighborhood barbershop located in Austin's Brikerwood area. Our barbers specialize in traditional haircuts for men and boys, along with beard trims and straight razor shaves. The trophies and mounts donated by customers that line the barbershop walls serve as testaments to over 60 years of serving Austin. Give the guys a call, 512-459-9525 to schedule your appointment today, or look us up online at sportsmansbarbershop.com. The Sportsman's Barbershop, an Austin institution.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
All right, welcome back to the Maroon on Deck show. Today, we're here with our esteemed principal, Dr. Melvin Bedford. Dr. Bedford, thank you for joining us on the Maroon on Deck show. Absolutely. Listen, the school year is getting close to an end. Well, we've been in school 7-8 months already. What has stood out most to you that you feel like maybe we accomplished as a school in the first 7 or 8 months?
I think we finally took that next step, and I know nobody wants to hear about COVID, but we finally took that next step, and I thought this year our students were way more comfortable than they were in the past. They adapted better to some of the things that they were struggling with coming back from COVID, getting used to being back in the classroom. And we had a higher participation rate in some of our activities. There were times in the last couple of years where we would have dances or events and kids just weren't comfortable showing up, and now I think kids and families are more comfortable participating in those things.
Oh man, that's great. Yeah, it's good to be past that. That was a tough time. Absolutely. Tough time for everybody. All right, so you have about a month left of school. What things do you look forward to? What's the next month look like for you?
The next month is planning for next year, closing out this year and planning for next year. We finished up EOC testing, so we'll be waiting in the summer for those scores to come back to determine where we need to start instructionally for next year. We'll start looking at things that were ops year and start trying to problem solve those things while I still have the APs with me before they go on vacation. Of course, the day after graduation, the teachers will go on vacation. I still have the APs for a couple weeks, and so there'll be a lot of planning and training during that time, prepping for the following year. And then we go into what I call the dark ages, where it's just me and Miss Garcia sitting here looking at each other for a couple of weeks till we go on vacation. And then we come back and we start that dance all over again. So it's really not a summer for us on the administrative end, but the graduation, prom, that's sort of what we enjoy. So this is kind of the time of the year where we enjoy being a part of, because our seniors get to have fun and have one last hurrah before we release them out into the world.
Yeah. Wow. So you and Miss Garcia here till mid-June and then back early August, or what does that look like?
Miss Garcia and I are here until the end of June. We'll be back 2 weeks after that. The APs will be back that same week. So they essentially assistant principals will get about 3, 4 weeks, depending upon how the weekend shake out, and then myself and Miss Garcia will get 2 weeks. I know Miss Mass, being the academic director, she'll also be this year for the first time will be on the same schedule as me.
Wow, that's crazy. Growing up, you always think teachers and everybody have 3 months off in the summer to do whatever. That's not the case at all, is it?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just too much to do. And I don't think that there's a principal in the district, stop me, don't tell them I said this, but if you gave them 3 months off, they'd be like, are you kidding me? We don't have that kind of time. We got to get planning. So there's no time for 3 months off.
Yeah. Wow. So in your limited break, 2 to 3 weeks, personally, you have any big plans this summer?
Soccer. My son is a youth soccer player, so we'll be doing some traveling during the summer to Houston and Dallas for some soccer tournaments. That's pretty much going to encompass all of our summer, as it did last summer.
Yeah, wow. All right, so switching topics just a little bit, from a teacher standpoint, how are we doing in your view from being full staffed? I mean, you mentioned COVID earlier. There was some vacancies that we had. Where do we sit today and going into this next year?
Well, you never like it when the teacher goes, but overall, the candidate pools have been much improved. During COVID, again, there were still people not comfortable coming back to work, people not comfortable applying and coming in for interviews. We're starting to see more qualified candidates. We're starting to see teachers here, more comfortable being here. Our vacancy list, in the past, those were challenging to fill because there just weren't bodies out there. We've noticed this year that we've had an influx of candidates, and we probably have right now officially about 7 vacancies, mostly coming in fine arts. So we're looking there, and then our special education bucket is separate, and we're looking at 1 vacancy there.
Okay, wow, that's not bad at all.
Not bad at all. I when I came into this job, we had 17.
Jeez. Wow. Okay. Well, what about from a coaching standpoint? How do you and Coach Riley handle that? Do you delegate that to him to go do, or are you very involved in that?
It has to be very involved. He doesn't always like it.
You don't say.
But with the delicate balance with coaches is there has to be a teaching vacancy. Other than the coordinators and the head coach, there has to be a social studies, a English, something that they can teach. So there are times where he'll have a candidate that he likes, but they don't fit in an area where we have a vacancy, and so we sort of have to play some back and forth on that. And that's the process we're actually going through now. We've looked at all of our coaching vacancies, where we can fit some of those people that he's interviewed and that he thinks can take them to the next level, where we can fit them in our system.
Wow. So, last year from a baseball perspective, we went down to Laredo, faced Eagle Pass, and they had like 6 or 8 varsity coaches. There were coaches charting from the dugout, from the stands, and we're not there yet. How do you guys strategically plan for, or is there a scenario that Austin High gets to that? And I'm sure with all the variables that you just laid out, that's a very delicate balance to try to get there if that's your goal.
Right. Well, we'll certainly be, this past year we weren't fully staffed in coaches. We'll certainly be fully staffed this year, but some of that, if you have to kind of look at the district from a district standpoint. I was at one point a football coach, basketball coach, and we were a 1 high school district. If you looked on our sidelines during football games or basketball games, you saw additional coaches. Well, some of those coaches were middle school coaches. Yeah. And so we had the flexibility to work not just with the high school coaches, but our head football coach pretty much had command over middle school coaches, any elementary school traveling coaches. They all helped out in football. The middle school basketball coaches helped out in basketball. So some of it can be a little misleading. Do I think that AISD and high schools and even middle schools need to be a little more strategic about keeping up with some of the schools in terms of athletics? Yes. I don't think our focus as a district or as a school, I think they could be more focused on athletics.
Yeah, no, I agree. People hate it, and I've said it for a long time. It's not right, but the perception of your education is based on your athletic department, which is completely crazy and not fair. And I can speak from that. I got my MBA at Baylor, and during that time, I had great professors, great experience. It was a good school. That was when they were losing in football. They hire a new football coach, they start winning, and all of a sudden everybody's view of my degree was worth more, yet the professors never changed.
Right, absolutely. Completely understand that. And I think that scenario is something that's more widespread than we think.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that is crazy. I agree with you. I would love to see, most of our tax dollars are going outside of AISD. 55 cents, I think, is the last reported number that I've seen. Yeah. The quickest way to get that back down to 45% or 35% is through athletics. Is there any step that we could take as parents and stakeholders within the ISD to communicate that view?
Well, I think paying attention to school board meetings, taking opportunities. I know our superintendent, Mrs. Segura, often has community listening sessions and things of that nature, and taking advantage of those opportunities. The one thing I can tell you about Mrs. Segura is he will listen, and he's an active listener. And that's important, and there's a big difference between listening and active listening. And to me, active listening is he's listening to do something about it. And so we appreciate that from him. But I think that if we're more vocal and communicate that to him, because as a new superintendent, there's a lot of things that he's not aware that's happening.
Yeah, I'm very excited about him. He's a great person. He's been very kind to us, and look forward to seeing what he can do here at AISD. Well, talk about appreciate. We appreciate your time. Thank you very much. We'll do this again in the fall.
Can I give one shout out?
Yes, please.
Luke Bone will be going to the Texas State Championship and competing in the 800. We're super proud of him and his family, and that's it.
Luke Bone, the maestro. We love Luke Bone. Very talented guy. Very talented guy. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate your time, and we'll be right back on the Maroon on Deck show after these messages.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals. I just felt a connection, like family. I can't stop smiling.
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we are proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you. Or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com.
All right, we're back on the Maroon on Deck show here with Cool Hand Luke Pazanka. Luke, we talked about it. This isn't your last baseball game of all time. This is just the last of this stage, going to the next stage. Regis, talk to us a little bit about Regis and what got you to Regis University.
So Regis is in the middle of downtown Denver. Pretty beautiful campus, mountains, a bunch of stuff to go do. I got in contact with them through a coach of mine, and he was like, hey, we like your stuff. We're going to send some of your videos to this guy, and got in contact with them through there. I actually did not know about the school, unfortunately, prior to that coach, but he came through for me and put me in contact, and from there I just had a bunch of conversations, went up for a visit in September, and met them and saw the campus and really just liked it, liked the feel, liked the coaches, liked the attitude around the program and all that stuff.
Very good. Hey, it's a direct flight from Austin to Denver, too. Southwest, I think they have 2 or 3 today.
Southwest, nice and easy Southwest flight.
Make sure you get your frequent flyer number.
We already changed credit cards to get those free miles, man.
There you go. Well, fantastic. Well, you're going to pitch here, right? Both next level and then here. What are you doing to prep for your last game as a Maroon off the mound?
Mentally, I'm just trying to lock in and tell myself not to overthink, not to try to overthrow, and just to do my job, because that's what I think has got me a lot of times this year is whenever I start to overthink and to put too much pressure on myself. I'm just trying to simplify and just do me, stay within myself, and have success that way.
What about Regis? They're looking at you as a pitcher, or do you think they'll open it up to pitcher and first base, third base?
So it was originally as a pitcher, but once I told them that I can hit and I'd like to try to two-way, they left that door open. So it's not a guarantee that I'm a two-way, but they're going to let me walk onto campus and try to hit my way into the roster.
Now, tell the truth, did you send the video to them of your big bomb at Burger?
I'd be lying if I said I didn't tell them about it, yeah.
Hey, man, that was impressive.
It was fun.
I thought you almost had another one. You hit it into like a 30-mile-an-hour wind a couple of weeks ago, or that would have gone out.
Yeah. I'm actually friends with the catcher, and we talked after the game. And he was like, "Dude, I thought you hit that ball out." I was a little upset that one got caught in the wind.
No wind, and that ball is out. Absolutely. Well, very good, man. It's been a pleasure watching you for the last 3 years. Best of luck to you at the next level. Thank you for representing the Maroons the right way. And go get them, man. Don't ever forget us.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, we'll be back on the Maroon On Deck show after these messages.
Cheer on your Austin High School baseball team and enjoy the spring season with ease thanks to Terrytown Pharmacy. We're not just a pharmacy, we are a neighborhood health hub offering prescription services, immunizations, home delivery, and a charming selection of gifts for any occasion. Whether you're celebrating a win or supporting a player, find the perfect gift and keep your health in check at Terrytown Pharmacy. Let's celebrate health, wellness, and community spirit together.
Nance Orthodontics is committed to providing the highest quality orthodontics for the Austin community. Dr. Nance is a board-certified orthodontist and offers Invisalign and braces to create beautiful smiles. Our friendly team is passionate about creating beautiful, life-changing smiles for all ages. With the latest technological advances, patient comfort and happiness are our highest priority. Give us a call for your complimentary consultation today.
Real estate companies come and go in Central Texas about as fast as the wildflowers in spring. But when you're looking for a house, you're looking for a place to put down roots, a place to call home for years to come, which means you need a realtor with roots in the community, like Tate Property. Tate Property is a family-owned real estate brokerage located in Terrytown. We grew up here, we live here, and we work here, representing buyers and sellers of Austin's finest luxury homes, investment properties, and farm and ranch retreats. This is our passion. Give Tate Property a call at 512-474-8283. That's 512-474-TATE. Or look up online at tateproperty.com and let us know how we can help you today. Tate Property, exceptional homes, exceptional service.
Do you need a haircut? A real haircut? One that's tapered or blocked, clipped or trimmed just the way you like it? Come let the licensed barbers at the Sportsman's Barbershop take care of you. The Sportsman's Barbershop is a friendly, no-frills neighborhood barbershop located in Austin's Brikerwood area. Our barbers specialize in traditional haircuts for men and boys, along with beard trims and straight razor shaves. The trophies and mounts donated by customers that line the barbershop walls serve as testaments to over 60 years of serving Austin. Give the guys a call, 512-459-9525 to schedule your appointment today, or look us up online at sportsmansbarbershop.com. The Sportsman's Barbershop, an Austin institution.
Get a win right here.
As simple as playing baseball. Stay focused, dialed in.
This is Jake Beck.
Hey, Beck fires it over to third, and the tag is there!
Nate Goulding.
The great Goulding.
Daryl Jones.
This is Aiden Leonard. Leonard sends one to right field.
This is Luke Brzanka.
He got him.
This is Charlie Reeves.
Gonna bring home Reeves safe.
I'm Jack Unberhagen.
3-run shot by Lumberjack Unberhagen as he...
This is Jaden Bessa.
Coach A sending him.
This is Logan Kenny.
He sends a shot to the outfield.
This is James Scott.
Toledo, James Scott.
Austin High Baseball Play-by-Play is brought to you by Plains Capital. Strong roots for a strong future. Financial products and services tailored to your needs. 8118 Dental Professionals. Dental care focused on whole body wellness. Sportsman's Barbershop, a friendly neighborhood barbershop located in Brikerwood at 3702 Jefferson. Horizon Bank. Since 1905, Horizon has been proud to work with local businesses across Central Texas and beyond. Hitforth. At Hitforth, we're hardcore about data-driven player development. Nance Orthodontics. Seamless, state-of-the-art orthodontic treatment focused on you. Terrytown Pharmacy. Innovative care, timeless service. By Tate Property, exceptional homes, exceptional service. Celebrating 125 years of Austin High baseball.
Let's go! And he drops it. Run comes across. That's just happened. That's what I'm talking about. Win!
Once again, David Roy and James Scott.
Let's play ball.
Play ball indeed. Welcome in, everyone. David Roy, James Scott, live in the broadcast booth here from Del Valle, the home of the Cardinals, and getting set to square away. Austin High coming out tonight. They're in the gray in the maroons tonight, not wearing the maroon shirts. They got, the white pants, and of course, Del Valle out here looking sharp in the pinstripes.
Got the pinstripes on, and we've got your maroon batting order for those of you keeping in a book at home. Batting first and playing left field, number 3, James Scott. Batting second and playing center field, number 18, Aiden Leonard. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 2, Javi Godinez. Batting fourth and on the mound, Luke Panka. Batting fifth and catching, Osby Contreras. Batting sixth and DHing, Jack Unberhagen. Batting seventh and playing first base, Jaden Besa. Batting eighth and playing second base, Charlie Reeves. And batting ninth and playing right field, Jason Martinez.
Couple of major lineup changes there when you kind of go down and look at it. Javi Godinez, who's been leading off for the better part of the season, gets bumped down into that 3-hole spot. Scott comes up to the 1 rather. Leonard bumps up to the 2. Contreras, of course, behind the mound tonight. Unberhagen in that DH spot. And Unberhagen moving from first over to third, and Besa comes down over to first. Reeves takes back over to, Unberhagen at DH, Kenny over at third. Sorry. He's DHing for Logan County.
Correct.
Apologies. Reeves back in over at second base. Godinez back in out of the outfield. You'll recall Tuesday night they had him out in right. And they move him back down to the infield here. And then, of course, Panka getting the start off the mound tonight. We'll see on the Del Valle side of things. Stephen Ferguson will get the start at the mound.
And no matter where you are in this world, whether you're at home or on the way over here to the ballpark, it's time for Maroon Baseball. Pull up a chair. Let's have a good evening. Leadoff hitter James Scott hitting .348, .449 on-base percentage, .828 OPS. Against Stephen Ferguson, David Roy. Looks like our team's going to need to keep their weight back. Ferguson probably is not one of our harder throwers in the district.
So Ferguson, the wind-up to get this at-bat started, and it'll start with a base hit from James Scott. Gets past second base and into that gap there. And one pitch, 18, one man on base Aiden to open up our night.
Hey, that's a way to get it started. That brings up senior Aiden Leonard playing in his 16th game. .303 batting average, .410 on base percentage, and .744 OPS. Little lefty on lefty matchup here.
Sun peeking through here on a otherwise overcast day. Some rain floating around as Leonard swings, misses at his first offering of the evening. And goes down 0-1.
It's 320 down the lines here, 380 to dead center. Wind is blowing in pretty brisk.
Leonard went to lay down a bunt there. They call that ball.
Even though it's 380 in center, that probably going to play closer to 400 with that wind.
Right.
What do you say the wind is? About 20, 25 miles an hour?
I'd say about 20.
There's no trees to block the wind out here.
Leonard lays down the
Great
bunt
bunt.
successfully. Throw over to first just in time, but that sack bunt allows Scott to advance over to second. And that brings up Javi Godinez.
All right, Javi Godinez, 256 batting average, 359 on base percentage. He's playing in his 30th ball game. He's played in all 30.
Gets ahead on the count 1-0. This one popped foul down that first base line. So 1-1 count. So we have our camera for those of you at home. We're sitting just off of first base here, off that first base line here behind the plate. But our camera for you at home, as this gets fouled off, is sitting directly behind home plate. They were kind enough to let us stick the camera in the scorer's box with their camera for Del Valle. So you have a better view at home than we do live here in person. I have to keep looking to the screen here.
Yeah, we debated trying to get the 3-camera view out here today. Usually we don't do that on the road. We will do that tomorrow. But with concern of weather, we certainly don't want to be trying to get 3 cameras
in out of the rain if we have to. And the hit from Godinez sails out to right field, and the Sarge, who takes off from second to third, can't get back to second in time. And so it goes down as a quick double play there and a quick end to the inning. Austin High, nothing on the board, and they'll hope to do the same with Del Valle when we come back. Luke Pizanka takes over from the mound.
Man, if that's not a microcosm of what's gone on this season.
Do you need a haircut? A real haircut? One that's tapered or blocked, clipped or trimmed just the way you like it? Come let the licensed barbers at the Sportsman's Barbershop take care of you. The Sportsman's Barbershop is a friendly, no-frills neighborhood barbershop located in Austin's Brykerwood area. Our barbers specialize in traditional haircuts for men and boys, along with beard trims and straight razor shaves. The trophies and mounts donated by customers that line the barbershop walls serve as testaments to over 60 years of serving Austin. Give the guys a call, 512-459-9525 to schedule your appointment today, or look us up online at sportsmansbarbershop.com. The Sportsman's Barbershop, an Austin institution.
Well, welcome back into the broadcast booth. David Roy, James Scott, Luke Pizanka getting warm up here off the mound.
Luke Pizanka steps in. He's 0-5 on the season. He's pitched in now his 12th game. 6 of those are starts. 24 2/3 innings pitched. Giving up 29 hits, 19 earned runs, 16 walks, 31 strikeouts in those 24 2/3 innings.
Got here a quick top half of the inning. 9 pitches is all it took for Ferguson to get out of that. Retires the side in order, somewhat in order at least.
That was a microcosm of this season.
Yeah.
Scott gets a base hit. Leonard does a great job to bunt him over. And then we have Godinez. Scott runs to steal third. Godinez puts the ball in play like you're supposed to. It just goes right over to the right field, and now we got a double play. Scott was standing on third by the time the right fielder caught the ball.
Panka comes in. Quick heat here and an early strike against Adon Velasquez. That one, strike two.
You know, the season hasn't gone the way Cool Hand Luke wanted it to. He knows this is going to be his last pitching performance in high school. You got to believe he's got extra motivation, maybe extra incentive, a little extra blood pressure going on today.
Maybe a little extra juice behind some of these pitches here.
100%.
Pitch 3 gets fouled off here by Velasquez. Down 0-2 in the count. Here's Panka. Wind-up throw, swung on, missed, and there's one away.
One down.
That's his 32nd strikeout of the season.
To the plate, number 22, Diego Mendez.
In comes Mendez now. Mendez, Tuesday night, had a pretty good performance. 2 of 3 and a walk.
Yeah, he's coming out throwing strikes, and I love to see it. Luke's longest outing of the year is he pitched a complete game against Akins on the 5th of April. He doesn't waste a lot of time out there. He gets the ball back, and he gets set and fires.
That one's a little upstairs, the 1-1 there.
Throwing good strikes here.
Goes strike 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Skips across the plate. And it's ball 2. That one finds the zone, and down goes Mendez looking.
To the plate, number 12.
Hey, the key here is he's throwing strikes.
Rico.
You know, he's only really had 2 outings this year that didn't go the way he wanted. That was against Johnson and then Westlake. That, for whatever reason, he just didn't have it that day. He wasn't throwing strikes. Other than that, he's had a really good season.
And this one, chopped foul back here across this first baseline, back over here to the away side stands. And strike 1, down 0-1. Here is Jordan Rico. A lot of seniors here tonight for Del Valle. Rico, Mendez, and Velasquez all being one of them. He evens up the count 1-1. That one upstairs. Ball 2.
They really have great facilities out here. This baseball field is just over a year old. Really one of the better facilities in the area. Same for their softball field.
Yep.
Football field's great. They have a fantastic weight room here. Really first-class facilities.
So 2-2 count here. Panka upstairs and outside, and that's going to bring us a full count here. This will be pitch 15 here for Luke Panka. Could be the payoff pitch, gets you out of the inning. Inside, and it just misses. And that'll put Rico on base on walks.
Number 24, Isaac Nathal.
So up comes Isaac Nathal. You do have Donovan Douglas coming in to courtesy run here for
number 1, Donovan
Jordan Rico.
Douglas.
That'll allow Rico to get his padding on. Rico, your starting catcher tonight for Del Valle.
Now remember the PA voice from Del Valle from last year. He's got the smoothest PA voice in the district.
And Panka comes back upstairs, 1-0.
Maybe he's the Barry White of PA announcers. Great voice.
They're
Called
balk. Solid advance, Rico. You see Panka talking with the umpire to discuss it. Coach A coming in to discuss it. Osby Contreras going out to have this little meeting. You see Panka pleading his case. And now your home plate umpire goes to join the meeting.
We're going to have us a party out there on the mound.
That's right.
It is Friday.
No better time for it. They got the Jeopardy music queued up for us here, so the United Nations is in session, as I like to say.
So starting the season, Luke was tag teaming with Jake in district games. So Jake would start the game, Luke would come in and kind of close it out. And it wasn't until after spring break that we got into the full-on only district games that Luke was just pretty much a starter only.
You see Panka kind of raised his hands there towards the end of that discussion with your umpire there, and kind of a surrendered defeat there as he steps away.
Well, listen, a balk's not the end of the day, so we got to stay focused, come back. You got 2 outs right here.
Yeah, this one gets fouled off. Strike one. Douglas looking to, he went there for the steal. Comes back, strike two. Still sitting here, 2 outs, runner at second. And a 1-2 count. Panka steps off. Douglas got a little bit too early here. And Javi Cadenas with the tag. And that will retire the side. So Panka does a really good job. Caught him there, steps off, and that leads to the rundown. And so Austin High keeps it scoreless going into the top of the second. We'll be right back.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
Welcome back in. David Roy, James Scott, live here in the broadcast booth. Having a little interesting conversations here early on. The balk call led to a long and lengthy conversation, and it's something that I believe Coach A is still discussing here now with the home plate umpire who came up and had that conversation.
You know, the best thing out of that, Luke didn't lose his composure.
Exactly.
He came back, got 2 quick strikes on the hitter, and then got the runner in a pickoff.
Yep.
So very proud of him for that.
Got Douglas caught in the base pads because Panka hadn't even started his windup. He looked about to. You saw the muscle movement, the shoulders kind of coming apart like he's getting ready. Douglas, maybe a little bit too aggressive from a base running standpoint, goes. And Panka, as he's starting to come up, steps off and leads to Douglas getting left in the middle of the base paths. Coming up now, though, we talk about Panka does a great job with a pickoff. How about getting us started with a base hit, much like Scott did in the top of the first inning?
Here you go, cool hand, Luke Panka. 70 plate appearances, .357 on base percentage. Got a couple of doubles. Home run, 7 RBIs. Takes that one low in the turf for ball 1.
So Panka, the 1-0, fouls this off into the net here. They got a nice high net here at the Del Valle field.
Like their overhang here in the stands, too. Keep the sun off everybody.
Yeah.
Really great facilities here.
Wind up from Ferguson. Panka pulls that the other way, and the throw to first is just in time.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait on the ball. He is not throwing very hard. My guess is this is probably be in the 50s, 60-mile-an-hour range, something like that. So we're used to facing mid-80s to low 90s. It's a little change of pace here tonight for Osby Contreras. Contreras stepping in, 23 games now, 53 plate appearances, 239 batting average.
Contreras takes that one for strike 1.
He's got 3 doubles on the year, driven in 4.
The 0-1 pitch. Contreras pops that up.
Drop.
And first base ranges over.
2 down.
To record the second out of the inning here.
To the plate, number 13, Umberhagen.
Lumberjack Umberhagen stepping in. 26 games, 69 plate appearances, 226 batting average, 358 on base percentage, 4 doubles, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs.
Umberhagen DHing for Logan Kenny. And he'll foul this pitch number 15 off for strike 1. Ferguson skips this one across for ball 1.
We have Coach A as normal on the third base box. Coach V over there coaching first base.
A 1-1 count for the left-handed Jack Umberhagen, and he'll take that for strike 2.
I saw him earlier, and there's always a joke because Coach V looks like a kid, so I asked him if he's playing left field today.
And a 1-2 windup. Struck him out. Down goes Umberhagen swinging, and just like that, another quick half inning here for the top of the second for Austin High. And we'll take a quick break. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream, courtesy of Vite Media.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals. I just felt a connection, like family. I can't stop smiling.
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
Welcome back in. David Roy, James Scott, live here in the broadcast booth. As Luke Panka looks to go back to work here in the bottom of the second inning. And he'll start with a swing and a miss by Isaac Natal. Natal did not get to finish his at-bat due to the pickoff.
Probably a good thing for him because he's down 0-2 in the count. Now he finds himself down 0-1. Let's see if we do 0-2 again.
Here's Panka, the 0-1. chops that one over to first. Fielded cleanly by Jaden Besa.
To the plate, number 23, Stephen Ferguson.
And that's one away. So a little ground ball. Skips over. And one away.
Stephen Ferguson, their pitcher, is up.
Swing and a miss here for Ferguson. Down 0-1 now. A wind-up throw inside, and they're going to say it's a little bit too far inside.
Yeah, it's a slider that started in the zone, broke out of it.
Ball one here. So a 1-1 count. One's across the board right now. This will be pitch 23 for Luke Pizanka. Fifth pitch of this inning. And it goes for ball two against here Ferguson. Feeling a little sprinkled. Nothing too alarming yet. Nobody needs to panic, and, you know, we're the ones sitting out exposed, so, you know.
I didn't get to finish the thought on the multi-camera. We were thinking about it for this, but with the threat of rain, it does take about a good 30 to 45 minutes to get all this set up. And with rain around, we didn't want to be in a situation where we combined water and electricity and trying to protect the equipment. So single camera today.
And that single camera is protected from the elements, as this will not find the zone and put Ferguson on base with a walk.
To the plate, number 14, John Arispe.
So up comes John Arispe.
Now, I did bring a big golfing umbrella that I bought very cheap years and years ago. Unfortunately, the colors are red and black, which just happen to be Del Valle's colors. But it was also the Austin Wings colors, which is where my son plays his select ball. So
beggars cannot be choosers.
I think it was like $3 or $4, and it was well worth it. Saved my bacon many a times.
Swing and a miss here from John Arispe. His brother Matt is over at third. And being DH'd for by Isaiah Drexler Perez, who is on deck. 0-1 count here for Arispe. Just a bit too far inside, ball one. 1-1 count here. Pizanka has this one fouled off for strike two. There is a courtesy runner for Ferguson.
Is that number 16?
It is. As down goes Arispe on strikes.
It's Espinoza Frias.
Number 25,
courtesy
Isaiah
running.
Drexler Pettis.
And Isaiah Drexler Perez is up now.
2 away here with a runner on first. Drexler Perez. It's a pickoff attempt, and it's a bit high. And that'll allow courtesy runner to advance over to second.
Again here, so throw high over to first. So let's see if Pizanka can gather himself and focus on the hitter here with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position.
I'll start it off with a strike here. Swung on and missed by Isaiah Drexler Perez.
Ooh, didn't get the call on that one.
Right on the edge of the zone.
It was not high, I'll tell you that.
No, it was not. The 1-1 throw. Strike two, find the zone. Panka up to 33 here. The 1-2 windup. Chopped back to him. Panka
unassisted.
Clean and unassisted out. Saw it, grabbed it, and just said, yeah, we'll just get out of here this way. And so he runs it over, makes the tag. And so that will bring us to the end here of the second inning. All tied up. Nobody has been able to get a run across the plate. Still, we'll see if Austin High can change that when we return. Jane Besa will be at the plate on the other side. We'll take a quick break.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we are proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you. Or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com.
Welcome back into the broadcast booth. David Roy, James Scott, live here from Del Valle, here on the Austin High YouTube live stream, part of the Vite Media Network. As Austin High, Del Valle, all tied up right now. Nobody has been able to score. Both teams have been able to get a couple of hits so far here tonight, get a couple runners on base, but neither one of them have been able to really advance past second.
Slight correction, but I won't be jinxing anybody. Only one team has hits. So, but speaking of a hit, let's get Jaden Besa a hit right here. 27 games, 73 plate appearances, 304 on base average. He's got a double, 5 RBIs this season.
I'll start fouling this one off. Down 0-1.
You know what I was alluding to just a second ago, what a wave for Luke Panka to end his baseball career here at Austin High.
Yeah.
As you heard in the pregame show, he is playing at Regis out of Denver, Colorado next year.
Don't be jinxing anything now.
I'm just talking about Regis, man. That's all I'm talking about.
0-2 count here. Ferguson has this one
There
sent
you go.
back his way. That'll go down as a base hit. So, to your point, second hit of the night for the Austin High Maroons. And Besa with a nice base hit, gets through the gap there over second base.
All right, Mr. Personality, Charlie Reeves, 20th game of the season, 47 plate appearances, 308 batting average, 391 on base percentage. Good for 725 OPS. Got a double, 8 RBI, 6 runs scored.
Jason Martinez is on deck as well, as Reeves fouls off his first pitch of his plate appearance tonight, down 0-1. So one of the things you talk about, still seeing him kind of trying to adjust here, is waiting back a little bit.
Yeah, but everybody's at the front of the box.
Reeves fouls this one off.
I haven't seen much of an off-speed pitch from Ferguson, but not sure that I would be concerned about that. Sometimes you just get really anxious up there.
You know, 2 skips across, and Jane Besa just goes ahead and takes a run. pass ball?
No. Wild pitch hit the dirt. Or the turf, I should say.
Oh, that's right.
Outfield is playing in because of the winds blowing in.
It's a bit upstairs here, 2-2.
Pretty smart. We'll see if Charlie can shoot the gap.
A 2-2 windup.
He chased that one high. It was up in his eyes.
Yeah. Fouls it off. So the count remains the same. That one chopped right back to the glove of Ferguson. He'll make the throw to first. There goes Besa. Besa gets down. And he is safe.
One down.
So Charlie Reeves
to the plate, number 16,
allows
Martinez.
Besa to advance.
Yeah, sophomore Jason Martinez playing in his 21st game. He got 2 RBIs, 6 runs scored, 32 plate appearances overall. Got speed, good defensive player, good fundamental player. Can bunt the ball. With 1 out, if you're Coach A, do you dare with a left-handed batter, a runner on third, doing a squeeze? Infield is in.
There he is. Bunts it right back to third.
Well, that is our second double off on a squeeze. We're on
That's it.
On a bunt and run and a hit and run earlier.
Yeah, really good job there by third base to come up, though. And
sometimes that happens, you know.
So just like that, quick half inning once again as the bunt attempt doesn't work out, allows Del Valle to come away with a double play, but still scoreless here from Cardinal Stadium. We'll be right back, bottom of the third, and Luke Pizanka coming up from the mound when we return. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream courtesy of the Byte Media Network.
Cheer on your Austin High School baseball team and enjoy the spring season with ease thanks to Terrytown Pharmacy. We're not just a pharmacy, we are a neighborhood health hub offering prescription services, immunizations, home delivery, and a charming selection of gifts for any occasion. Whether you're celebrating a win or supporting a player, find the perfect gift and keep your health in check at Terrytown Pharmacy. Let's celebrate health, wellness, and community spirit together.
Welcome back into the broadcast booth. David Roy, James Scott here with a still scoreless game. Luke Pizanka doing really good work off the mound right now. We'll see if he can continue that. You got Ian Rosales coming up here, as well as Rodrigo Garcia, and then we turn the lineup over.
To the plate, number 5,
back to Adon Velasquez. So you have that coming up right now. Austin High gets out to the top of the third, had a runner in scoring position. Martinez comes up with a bunt attempt, does not work. As third base and the entire infield playing in, they were ready for it. Third base catches it off the bat as Rosales goes down 0-1. And then they turn around and make the throw back over to third to get base out. In case you're just joining us. And the 0-1 goes to 0-2. Off the hand of Luke Pizanka.
I wonder if Coach A feels snake bit. He tries to manufacture some runs twice, and it just bites him.
The 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and that is one away.
Sometimes that happens.
To the fifth plate, number 15,
get snake bit like that.
Garcia.
The sun has come out, shed a little light on us here. As Pizanka comes back with an 0-1 pitch here for Rodrigo Garcia. This one chopped back. Panka fields it. Nice little flick of the wrist. Makes it look easy to get it over to Jane Besa. And just like that, 2 away.
Number 3, Adon Velasquez.
So we turn the lineup over back to Adon Velasquez, who back in the bottom of the first went down swinging.
Yeah, Luke has faced 2 over the minimum. Both of those walked.
A wind up, throw,
The curve.
and missed. This will be pitch 41 on the 0-1. Downstairs, just a touch outside. A 1-1 count here for Adon Velasquez. Wind up, throw, that one popped.
There you go.
Hopping up, making a grab. Javi Godinez.
3 down.
Good play by Javi Godinez. I think he jumped. He probably didn't have to, but better safe than sorry on that one.
Goes upstairs, makes a grab, and just like that, 3 away, and we take you now into the top of the 4th inning. So we're just churning them out right now here from Del Valle.
Nance Orthodontics is committed to providing the highest quality orthodontics for the Austin community. Dr. Nance is a board-certified orthodontist and offers Invisalign and braces to create beautiful smiles. Our friendly team is passionate about creating beautiful, life-changing smiles for all ages. With the latest technological advances, patient comfort and happiness are our highest priority. Give us a call for your complimentary consultation today.
This is Luke Pazanka. You're watching Maroon Baseball on Vibe Live Network.
Welcome back into Del Valle. David Roy, James Scott live here in the booth. Luke Pazanka, really good showing so far. We're already into the top of the 4th. Austin High, on the other hand, they're getting on base. They just can't get them across the plate.
We need a big inning right here. Top of the order. We got to stop playing around and let's go execute.
So you have James Scott coming up here. Got a base hit to lead you off back in the top of the 1st. Got him over to 2nd and just couldn't come away with anything after that.
3, Scott.
Leonard was able to advance him with that sac bunt. He is on deck right now behind Scott. And we'll get this inning underway. Here's Ferguson. Wind up throw, check swing, and that one stays upstairs. Ball 1. The wind up throw here, this one.
Way out in front of that one. He opened up his side and everything. Got to stay back.
He is well at the front of the batter's box as well. So the 1-1, that one gets hit. That'll sit down, fouled off as well. So a 1-2 count right now for Scott.
You have to be really disciplined to feast on pitching like this. So much slower than what you're normally used to. Still got to stay disciplined. This counts just as much as facing any of the top pitchers in our district.
That one upstairs, so it's a 2-2 count here for James Scott. Fouls that one off.
He's out in front of everything.
A 2-2. That one, contact, sits down, and that'll stay fair for a base hit. So James Scott, 2 for 2 at the plate right now.
Well, let's see if we can get him on over and score something here. The
that'll be the key.
Yeah, Ian Leonard got the sacrifice bunt in the first inning. Did a good job there.
Got third base playing aggressively in here as this one comes downstairs. Can't find the zone. 1-0 count.
You know, if you're a line drive hitter like Leonard, you got to recognize that, then almost intentionally just shoot the ball right past him.
Yeah.
We have so little time to adjust. That ball will be on him quick.
Check swing, stays upstairs again. 2-2. 2-0 rather, sorry.
You know, sometimes with lefties, you'll go on movement or whatever. I think with Ferguson here, maybe you can wait a little bit and see if he's going to the plate before you take off.
Check swing. That one inside here, so that's a 3-0 count. Ian Leonard has built himself a really nice cushion from the plate.
3-0 here, ought to be automatic take.
Exactly what it is. Done flinch. And that gets him on base with a walk. And that'll advance Scott over to second.
All right, Javi up in the first inning. He's the one who hit the line drive over to right field. And they were able to throw back behind and double off Scott, who was on third with the stolen base.
To the plate, Godinez.
You saw him go over, talk with Coach A. You got to wonder if it's putting a play on here. Now he's going to call them all in. As you got Del Valle's coach coming out with the time call.
You know, Javi's hit 4 doubles this year, triple, driven in 8.
I'd settle for him driving in another one.
It sounds good to me, too. He leads the team in plate appearances this year. Been hitting in that leadoff spot most of the year.
Your starting pitcher tonight, Luke Pizanka, is on deck as well, sitting in behind Godinez. Pizanka, of course, grounded out over to third.
Let's have a big inning and give our pitcher some cushion. That infield is way in. Insanity.
Yep.
No way I would bunt here.
Yeah, first base all the way up here. Third is sitting. Godinez is showing bunt. I'd like to see him pull back.
Yes.
Yep, that's exactly what he does. He pulls back. Still takes this for strike one. See if he shows it again.
May give Natal over at first base a heart attack if he pulls that back and swings.
That's exactly what he does. Hits it over to short, though. Throw to third, skips. And they'll say that they got the out there.
1 down. To play number 14, Pregame.
Leaves you the same it was before. Runners at first and second. Off throw from short over to third. Swing and a miss here for Luke Pizanka. Puts him down 0-1.
It's not often you get a ground ball to the shortstop's left and you get the lead runner at third. Wonder if Scott didn't get a good jump off a second. With the first baseman Natal in so much, it was going to be hard for them to turn a double play.
Pizanka drives that one into deep right. They go over and make that grab, and it's Leonard over to third.
2 down.
So two-way, up comes Osby Contreras. Popped one up over to first. Back in the top of the second. Runners at the corners.
There you go.
Contreras puts that in over the head of shortstop, and that'll drive the run across for Aiden Leonard, and that'll advance Godinez over to third.
A way to keep his hands back and weight back and hit a line drive to left center to score that run. Nice job.
Play number 13, Unberhagen.
So a nice RBI single there for Osby Contreras.
Right here. Get another one.
And with two away comes Jack Unberhagen, struck out, top of the second. Went down swinging. Wind up throw. Unberhagen puts that down. That's a base hit.
And you can tell even by the way he hit that, it was a cue shot off the end of the bat. We got to really wait on this guy.
But it advances run, and Austin High takes a 2-0 lead.
For the plate, number 1, Besa.
Let's go, one. Keep it rolling.
Jane Besa fouls this one off.
Good count, one. Here we go, one. Let's go, one. Big gap out there.
Pitch number 47 for Stephen Ferguson. Comes in, finds his own. I'll put Besa down 0-2. Ryers at first and second. A wind-up throw, skips across here on the 0-2. And Besa, another base hit.
Good job waiting on that ball.
Let's go, Fleur, make it work.
And that's his second hit of the day, too.
To the plate, number 4, Rivas.
So Jane Besa 2 for 2. Up comes Charlie Reeves with all the ducks to be found on the pond. Bases loaded. That one chopped over to third, and third base cannot get a handle on it. And so the run from second scores, or from third rather, sorry. Would have been nice if it was a run from second, but it would have been a little ambitious.
Martinez.
Score that in the air?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Jason Martinez fouls this one off.
Running base 1-6. Let's go get you on.
Let's go, Jason.
He'll foul off the 0-1.
Go with it. Go with it. Take it to right or left. Come on, barrel it up.
Here's Jason Martinez. Pops that up. And right out to short.
3 down.
So that gets Del Valle out of the top of the fourth, but not before Austin High drives 3 across the plate and takes a 3-0 lead heading into the back end of the fourth inning. We'll take a quick break. When we return, Luke Pizanka, he goes back to work.
Real estate companies come and go in Central Texas about as fast as the wildflowers in spring. But when you're looking for a house, you're looking for a place to put down roots, a place to call home for years to come, which means you need a realtor with roots in the community, like Tate Property. Tate Property is a family-owned real estate brokerage located in Terrytown. We grew up here, we live here, and we work here, representing buyers and sellers of Austin's finest luxury homes, investment properties, and farm and ranch retreats. This is our passion. Give Tate Property a call at 512-474-8283. That's 512-474-TATE. Or look up online at tateproperty.com and let us know how we can help you today. Tate Property, exceptional homes, exceptional service.
Mendez.
Welcome back in. Bottom of the fourth after Austin High rattles off 3 in the top half of the inning and sees Luke Pizanka come back to work. Diego Mendez at the plate went down on strikes, looking back in the bottom of the first. And he'll start fouling off the first pitch of his second plate appearance here tonight.
That's Luke's 43rd pitch, 29 of which have been for strikes. So he's a little over 2 strikes for every ball he's thrown. Not bad. Bless you, David Roy.
Thank you. Glad I muted that. Otherwise, everybody at home would have heard that, and we don't want that. Mendez fouls off the 0-1, down 0-2. Here's Pizanka. The 0-2 windup, skips it across to Contreras. And a 1-2 count. Pizanka, the windup throw, skips that one across the plate as well. It'll go down as ball 2. The 2-2. Chopped back. Reeves fields it from second. Quick throw to first, and that's one away to get you started here in the bottom of the fourth.
To the plate, number 12, Jordan Rico.
Up Jordan Rico. Walked his last time up. He'll foul off this one. Goes down 0-1. One away here. Pizanka. The 0-1 windup and throw. This one sent back. And Charlie Reeves dives. Can't get over to it, so that goes down as a base hit. And the grunt of disgruntlement that you hear is that Luke Pizanka's night has been spoiled.
It's the first hit he's given up tonight, folks.
Was in progress as Donovan Douglas will come out and courtesy run for Jordan Rico. Douglas, you'll recall, last time he was up as courtesy runner, got a little aggressive on the base paths when he got over to second. Pizanka got you out of the inning with a pick-off and a little rundown. I'll throw back to first here. Good effort by Reeves, trying to lay out for it. Just couldn't get a glove and hand in front of it. So with one away, this will be pitch 50 here for Luke Pizanka. And he fouls it off. 0-1 here.
So the next best thing to ending your high school baseball career with a no-hitter, how about a shutout?
Doesn't get much better than that as Natal goes down 0-2. Grounded out over to first. So he's 0 for 1. That was back in the bottom of the second. That one pops. Lifts that one over first base. And Martinez has to eat that Douglas. Reason you put Douglas out there if you're Del Valle, he's got a lot of speed and he's able to advance that all the way over to third.
Ferguson.
Go roll it up. On the base hit from Natal. So second hit given up by Panka. It comes here in the bottom of the fourth. One away. This is the pitch to put him even with Ferguson, and Panka steps back. And step back, pick off throw over to first. Wind up throw. And finds zone there, 1-0. Little pitcher versus pitcher right now. Ferguson up from that left-hand batter's box. And the 1-0 finds the zone there. And a 1-1. Wind up. And go strike two. Runners at the corners here, one away, and a 1-2 count for Ferguson. Swings, misses. That's out number two. Puts two away and leaves runners at the corners right now for Del Valle.
14, John Arispe.
Up comes Arispe, 0 for 1 so far. Went down looking. Back in the bottom of the second. Wind up throw, fouled off.
You know, we talked about coming into this game. Luke's had 2 bad outings all this year, just days that he obviously didn't have it. If you take those games out of it, we'll finish up this thought after this pitch.
The 0-1.
Call time. If you take those 2 games out of it, he's got a 2.03 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP. Not bad at all.
No. That one's upstairs. The 1-1. Panka, the 1-1 windup.
Oh,
wow.
We didn't get the call. Must have been inside.
Too far inside, so the 2-1 count. I'll call time again. Austin High up 3-0. This one low and a little outside. 3-1 count here for John Arispe. Isaiah Drexler pairs on deck for Del Valle. And Panka comes back with a strike, bring the count full.
19 pitches this inning, going on 20 right here.
See if this is a payoff pitch, get you out of the inning. Wind up throw, pops it right over to Charlie Reeves.
3 down.
Sends it right to him, and that sends us into the top of the 5th with runners stranded at the corners, and Austin High still on top, 3-0 when we return. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream, courtesy of the Vite Live Network.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
Welcome back in. We got a quick camera issue, so I'm going to run off and take a look at it while James handles play calling duties a little bit here for you.
All right, we got play-by-play leading off the top of the fifth. James Scott is 2 for 2.
Play number 3, Scott.
Has yet to score a run this evening. Got a new pitcher on the mound. Natal's moved over first base. First pitch up high. Second one in the dirt. Ball 2-0. Drexler Perez moves over to first base. Natal working from the windup. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, shortstop. Safe. Scott hauled it down the line, hit the ball to the backhand side of the shortstop. Came up, threw it, and by the time he did, Scott was safe at first.
To the plate, number 18, Leonard.
That brings up Aiden Leonard. No official plate appearances. He sacrificed bunt in the first and walked, came around and scored in the fourth. And was Scott's 26th hit of the season. Foul ball, right back. See if Coach A doesn't put on a play here. Natal working from the stretch. Scott with an average lead. The pitch, fastball, inside, ball. 1-1. Javi Godinez on deck. Luke Pazonka in the hole. Maroon scored 3 in the third or fourth. Scott leaves. He is safe. Pitch is called a ball. Scott stole second base. So runners in scoring position for Aiden Leonard. My broadcast partner David Roy is back.
And we have our picture back which is the most important part.
So what was it? Loose cable?
The encoder cable somehow came free. Went in, took a look, and so the our broadcast friends at Del Valle told us that the encoder cable, the Ethernet, somehow came flying out. Don't know how, because there's not that much. There's plenty of slack. So don't know what happened. But it got pulled out of the encoder as Leonard hits it right to third on a rope.
One down.
Man, he hit that ball hard, too. Just happened to be right at a wrist bay. Well, so, David Roy, what you're really saying is you're not only a great play-by-play guy, but you're tech support.
I can be tech support when needed, within reason.
All right, Javi Godinez, 0 for 2 on the evening. He did score last time up. He grounded into fielder's choice.
In fact, you talk about tech support here a little bit. Looking at as Godinez drives this over to second, and so another fielder's choice here. But it puts Scott in scoring position here from third.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on the catcher, Rico. Make sure nothing gets past him. It's not a big foul ball distance behind the plate, but there are minimums that are required, 45 feet, and that looks to be about the minimum. So just for perspective, it is closer from the backstop to home plate than it is from the mound to home plate. Mound, of course, is 60 feet 6 inches.
So 2 away.
So if you're Scott, that pitch is a ball. If you're Scott on third base, you got to make sure that the ball didn't carry him right back to the catcher on anything you try to score on.
1-0. Wind up, throw. Inside here, 2-0 count. Natal, the 2-0, gets fouled off.
Yeah, Maroons 3 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. Del Valle, no runs, 2 hits and 1 error. Maroons scored the 3 in the 4th inning when we hit 9.
Panka takes ball 3.
I'd like to kind of open up this game a little bit. 3 does not feel like enough. I mean, not saying that Luke's not going to go ahead and finish this thing off, but I'm just saying I'd like to give him a little bit more room for error. How about that?
Yeah. Wouldn't be bad. Wind up throw here from Natal. It's a bit upstairs, so that walks Panka and puts runners at the corners.
All right, brings up Contreras, who hit a rope last inning to drive in 1.
Patrick Bird comes in to courtesy run for Panka. And up comes Contreras.
Contreras came around and scored, so he's 1 for 2 this evening.
Wind up throw. That one fouled off.
Another one he hit very hard, just pulled it a little too much.
Sending it down that third base line. And it just tails back across for that foul ball.
Natal is throwing harder. I'd say probably low 70s here. That's harder than Ferguson as it was.
Much harder. Contreras pops that up into right field. And that retires the side.
It's stretch time.
So
Austin DV.
Austin High up 3-0 heading into the bottom of the 5th when we come back.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
Welcome back in. David Roy, James Scott, here from Del Valle. Austin High still holding a 3-0 lead, and Panka, I'd like to keep it that way.
Full house in the stands for Del Valle on their senior night.
Yeah.
Good showing here by the Maroon Faithful as well.
If this one gets fouled off, just catch that top part of the net to keep it out of here. As Isaiah Drexler Paris goes to work. Paris grounded out back to the mound in the bottom of the second. So strike 2 here for him. As Panka, the 0-2. We'll go 1-2 here.
The sun is out and setting over our back, so if you're watching there at home, nobody should be impacted except for left field, maybe a little bit on third base. Mostly left field is going to be the sun field today. I guess that's probably one of the reasons why they start most of their games here at 7 or 7:30.
Yep. Get you out of that setting sun. And
of course, they don't have to share a stadium here. Del Valle is currently the only high school in this area, in this district.
3-0. 2-2, 3-2 now. 3-0 lead.
Here you go.
Pitch 69 is swung on and missed, and that puts one away.
To the plate, number 5, Aiden Rosales.
And Rosales struck out swinging his last plate appearance in the bottom of the third. And Panka
just missing high. Pitch number 70, 46 strikes, 24 balls. Almost 2/3 of his pitches strikes.
There's another one right there to bring the count to 1-1. Wind up throw.
I got it.
Popped.
No, I don't.
Just caught that top part of the net. While your services were appreciated, they were not required.
Always got to protect my partner.
I'm more concerned about the equipment. I've taken a ball to the head a couple times.
Ooh.
Can't take one to the mixer or the computer. That would be tragedy waiting to happen.
I'm not a fan of the ball to the head either. But to each their own.
Pops this one up. And Besa ranges right underneath it. That's 2 away.
To the plate, number 15, Rodrigo.
You know, we talked about it all year that we have yet to play really a complete game where we hit the ball, pitch well, run the bases well, play defense well. Those 4 elements of the game. So far, game's not over, but so far I'd have to say this is the most complete game that we've had so far this year. We've made the plays defensively. We've hit the ball. Luke has pitched well. Defense is done well. And the couple of times we got doubled off, those were on plays that Coach A was putting on. So sometimes that just happens. That's the risk of, a squeeze bunt or a hit and run. So those aren't really errors.
2-0. Goes for strike 1. The wind-up throw. Swung on, missed. Brings the count even at 2-2. The wind-up throw. And down goes Rodrigo Garcia, looking to retire the side. And that takes you in, top of the 6th. Austin High still holding a 3-0 lead as Panka goes in with 78 pitches thrown so far here tonight. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream courtesy of the Bite Live Network.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals. I just felt a connection, like family. I can't stop smiling.
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
Welcome back in. Live from Del Valle. And we take you in now. Austin High going into the top of the 6th.
To the
Up
plate.
3-0 still right now. Courtesy of a big 4th inning where the entire lineup saw a plate appearance. And we'll get you started here in the top of the 6th with the lefty and the lumberjack, Jack Unberhagen.
Lumberjack Unberhagen stepping in 1 for 2 this evening. Singled in the 4th.
Part of that big 4th inning, not only did he single, but it was an RBI single. Helping out to score those 3, scored 1 of them. Did strike out back in the 2nd. He'll take this one 1-0. Let's run downstairs. 2-0 count.
We don't have our gun today. Pat Baser, we're missing you wherever you are. But I'd say Natal's probably mid-70s right now.
Swung on, missed there. 2-1 count. I mentioned that single of Unberhagen's back in that 4th inning, and that 4th inning got started. You had Scott had the base hit to get you going. Then Leonard gets on with a walk. And Godinez helped a run score. He had that fielder's choice there. And you go down. Panka helped to advance him. Then Contreras, Unberhagen, and Besa all helping to drive in runs as he now faces a full count, 3-2.
The one thing we haven't touched on tonight, this game is flying.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are in the top of the 6th inning, and we're not even an hour and a half old. We're about an hour 24, I think.
I've got an hour 21 here, gone off when we officially started here.
Now, these games, of course, are not timed. We play at full 7 unless there's a 10-run rule or weather. But, I mean, we only have 6 outs to go, basically, from Austin High perspective.
Yeah.
This game would be over. It's probably are on pace for far less than a 2-hour game.
Yeah.
Base is up. He's got 2 singles, 2 for 2.
2 for 2 from the plate. As Unberhagen got on with a walk, so no outs right now. Natal goes to work here, and that'll go strike 1. Catch the outside corner. Natal, the 0-1, fouled off. Wind up, throw, Unberhagen going, and he'll get there.
Got a stolen base for the Unberhagen.
There you go.
The Lumberjack, I should say. Good for him. Now he's in scoring position. See if Basic can bring him around.
Help to give Pizanka that cushion we're talking about. Reeves is on deck. 1-2. That gets chopped right back over to short. Throw skips to first. And that is 1 away.
1 down. To the plate, number 4. Reeves.
No chance for Unberhagen to advance on that one, so he stays at second. Charlie Reeves coming in, got on an error last time.
Yep.
Got him down as 0 for 2. Had a pretty good senior season this year, hitting over 300.
There's a balk.
That's even better, so now fly ball scores him.
Yep.
If you're Unberhagen on third, you got to get back on anything in the air. Make sure you do not leave early. We got called on one of those first game of the season at Anderson, or against Anderson.
This one skips across for ball 1 here against Reeves. Well, now both pitchers tonight have been called for a balk. Natal called there. Pizanka got called for 1 back in the first. The 1-0 fouled off. Just got a piece of it, and Coach A calls time here. Have a little conversation with him.
Looks like the catcher took one off of his left foot.
It was a much longer break than I was expecting, so I'm like, they came out and met with the catcher.
Yeah, I think they're just giving him time to gather his bearings, as it were.
He's working, see him working that left leg there a little bit.
We're back in. Natal from the stretch. Infield in.
And the 1-1 just misses for ball 2. Check swing, comes back upstairs. 3-1 here.
Yeah.
For Charlie Reeves.
Good job of Charlie staying with his fundamentals. You could see he kind of wanted to go after that one, but that was way up in his eyes, if not higher.
1 out. Runner at third. Reeves held off on that, so full count here.
Good eye.
Check swing. Oh, they call that strike.
Oh, they called it swinging, maybe? Oh, jeez.
That's 2 away. So they're saying he came
Play
around.
number 16.
That has to be it. There's no way that he missed a
Yep.
call that bad. All right, Jason Martinez is up 0 for 2.
They'll foul this one off. Pops it up and out. May have gotten a little help from the wind on that one.
Hey, we need some breaks. It's been a tough season.
I'm saying may have gotten a little help because that one looked like it was going to sit down there just in front of the net and got caught by the wind, gets carried over and out of the park. So 0-1.
You know, if you think back on this season, we hadn't got a lot of breaks really at all. It's just been one of those crazy seasons. Really nothing went our way. Another foul off, out of play down the third base side. You know, usually there'll be a few things here and there that are just, you know, go your way, should have never happened.
Right.
That just hasn't happened. Now we've been on the other side. We've given away plenty, way more than any other team I remember.
Here's the 0-2 wind-up throw. And a 1-2. Two count. Here's Martinez.
Be good for him to get a little base knock here.
Wind up. 2-2.
There you go.
Swung
2-2 there.
on. And that's going to roll over to second. And Martinez just, despite the effort, cannot beat the throw over to first. That'll retire the side with a runner stranded at third and take you into the bottom of the 6th. Austin High up 3 here from Del Valle.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we are proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you, or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com.
Welcome back in. David Roy, James Scott working here. Luke Pizanka going back to work. Bottom of the 6th. Up 3. And that one, I don't think it quite came off his hand the way he would have liked.
Happens to all of us.
It does indeed. Adon Velasquez at the plate. He's 0 of 2 so far tonight. struck out at the bottom of the first and hit one all the way straight to short. A little bit of a rope out there to Javi Godinez. Back in the bottom of the third, hasn't been to the plate till now. And that'll give him a 2-1 advantage. Fouls this one off.
Got a piece of blue.
2-2.
He's hanging in there, tough.
He's got it. Little meeting right now with Contreras and Panka. Goes down swinging.
One down. Play number 22, Diego Mendez.
So up comes Mendez. He's 0 for 2 as well.
You know, that was Luke's 8th strikeout. Only walked 2.
Comes back. Ball one here.
So far, Panka's pitched 5 1/3, faced 19 batters. 84 pitches, 55 for strikes. Make that 56 for strikes. Given up 2 hits, no runs, no earned runs, walked 2, and struck out 8.
Panka, the 1-1. That one gets popped, driven to left, and James Scott gets underneath it.
That's a tougher play than it looked like because that ball was hit off a lefty, so it was slicing over to the line, but he's also looking right into the sun. Nice job over there.
It's 2 away here. This one fouled off, and both Logan Kenny and James Scott went racing for it.
That's good hustle by them both. You know, turf fields have a lot of advantages, not a lot of watering. You don't have to do any watering, right. Very little maintenance. One thing that they don't have is the turf doesn't break into the warning track. Swing and a miss. So what I mean by that is, you know, in a normal grass and dirt field, if you had a warning track as a fielder, if you're running looking up at the ball, that warning track is usually about 10 feet. It lets you know that you're getting close to a fence. With turf fields, you don't have that difference in texture, so you don't pick it up. And unfortunately, earlier this year, there's a Bowie player that ran straight into a post, a fence post out at Dripping Springs. It did some severe damage to him.
Panka, the 1-2, fouled off. It's pitch number 90 for Luke Panka here tonight.
You know, now, you know, if everybody's going to turf, you've got to really be aware roughly how many steps in your mind, you know, does it take you to get over to that fence area. You're not going to win running into a post most of those times.
The 1-2. Down he goes looking, and that gets you out of the bottom of the 6th with Del Valle searching for answers, down 3 going into the top of the 7th when we return.
Cheer on your Austin High School baseball team and enjoy the spring season with ease thanks to Terrytown Pharmacy. We're not just a pharmacy, we are a neighborhood health hub offering prescription services, immunizations, home delivery, and a charming selection of gifts for any occasion. Whether you're celebrating a win or supporting a player, find the perfect gift and keep your health in check at Terrytown Pharmacy. Let's celebrate health, wellness, and community spirit together.
Welcome back in. Austin High brings you back top of the order. James Scott and Leonard. Javi Godinez coming up. Already got a 3-0 lead. Would like to see him add to that here in the top of the 7th, the inning, and get this night out with a win. Before going into Anderson tomorrow, we'll have Lulu, our producer. We'll have our three-camera setup again from Anderson tomorrow. And then next week, you've got district playoffs and play-in games coming up across the board that Vibe Media, of course, will be broadcasting. I have a road trip up to Dallas, and the first part of May is part of that. So, some of us are still busy bees.
Where are you going up in Dallas?
There's an SPC game to be called there.
SPC. Sunbelt?
Prep.
Oh, prep. Okay.
Preparatory school up there.
Thought you meant Sunbelt Conference.
I wish.
SPC.
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 There we go.
I
see where that might have been mixed up, but
that's all right. I don't hear that well.
That's fine.
The 80s were good to me.
Number 3, Scott.
All right, James Scott leading us off. He's 3 for 3 today. If he can make it 4 for 4, no pressure.
Tall, and wind up, and Scott pops that into left center, and it drops for a base hit.
Gee, that first came up. I thought that was going to be an out for sure. It went into no man's land.
All three of them pulled up. There were 3 out there, left field, short, and center field, and it dropped right in between all 3 of them.
Well, that gives him 27 hits on the season. Not a bad year. Good job. Aiden Leonard, 0 for 1, walked and has a sacrifice bunt. See if they don't put on a play here, trying to get an extra run. Little cushion for Panka.
Leonard,
nice bunt.
And speeding his way over. They will get
nice
that throw in time. That is a nice sacrifice bunt. That throw just barely beat him.
That was a good job by Rico getting off and getting a good throw, and then a good scoop over there by Drexler Perez. Put Scott in scoring position for Javi Godinez. Javi's 0 for 3 on the day. Had a fielder's choice in the 4th inning, came around and scored. He scored 1 of our 3 runs.
Wind up, throw. Pitch ball 1 here for Javi Godinez. Godinez pops, and shortstop comes over to make the grab.
All right, 2 outs. Panka up, having a great day on the mound. From the batter's box, he's 0 for 2. Walked his last time up.
Strike one here.
Wind is picking up here, blowing dead end from center field. Ball low.
The 1-1 count.
Ball high. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 on, Scott at second. Hitters count and see if they don't come right over the middle with the fastball. I think if I was Panka, that's what I'd be sitting on right here.
Panka calls for time here. Two count. Two away here. Natal up to 45 pitches. This is 46. Down goes Panka looking, and that retires the side. So Austin High, 3 outs away from a 3-0 win. When we come back, bottom of the 7th on the way.
Nance Orthodontics is committed to providing the highest quality orthodontics for the Austin community. Dr. Nance is a board-certified orthodontist and offers Invisalign and braces to create beautiful smiles. Our friendly team is passionate about creating beautiful, life-changing smiles for all ages with the latest technological advances. Patient comfort and happiness are our highest priority. Give us a call for your complimentary consultation today.
Welcome back into the broadcast booth here from Del Valle. Austin High sitting on a 3-run lead, and Luke Panka, who is up to 91 pitches, is looking to finish out his night.
91 pitches, 61 of those strikes, so he's 2-1 strikes to balls with a pretty dang good ratio. Pitch count limit for UIL is 110. You can finish the batter at 110, so if you start a batter at 109, you can finish that at bat. But hopefully he won't need to go that long.
Isaac Natal.
You got 19 pitches to go. 3 outs needed to break this 11-game losing string that we have as the Maroons.
It's been an 11-game skid, like you mentioned. Panka, the windup, comes back with a strike against Isaac Natal.
I'd love to see him finish this off. Throw a shutout on his last game started, off the mound at least.
Fouled off here, strike 2.
Hang around post game. We're going to do our best to have an interview and all eyes look to Mr. Prizanka right now.
Wind up, throw. There's one down. Down goes Natal looking, 2 outs away.
It's 10 strikeouts today. He had double digits.
To the plate, number 23, Stephen Ferguson.
10 out of the 19 outs have been recorded by strikeout.
So like I said, stay tuned. Have ourselves a little post-game interview with our winning pitcher, who's getting his glove situated. Wind up, throw, downstairs. Ball 1. Wind up, throw. Swung on, miss. It's strike 1 for Stephen Ferguson, who's 0 for 1 with a walk.
Ooh, he did not get that call. Must have been outside because it certainly wasn't high and it wasn't low.
Oh, yeah. 2-1 count. Fouled off. Pitch 98. Strike 2. Wind up, throw, fouled off. Thrown over to Charlie Reeves. Reeves throws it back over to first. And pitch 100 leads to the second out of the inning.
To the plate, number 14, John Arispe.
John Arispe comes up, and he is their last out and is 0 for 2 on the night so far. With 2 away. Wind up throw from Prizanka. That one's popped and fouled off.
You know, I know that it doesn't really matter. But Del Valle, the score of the game on Tuesday was 5-3 Del Valle. We lost by 2. We're up by 3 here. I think the tiebreaker technically is run differential if you split the series. Hey, it's a little something. It's 8th versus 9th place.
Yep. That's a 1-1.
I don't know that many people care, but I care. Do you care, David Roy?
Don't come in last. Right? Even if it's a rung up from the bottom, it's better than being on the bottom rung. Ball 2. Two 2-1 count here. Wind up throw. Chopped. That stays fair. Gets past Jane Besa at first. And that's a base hit. So Del Valle looking for a 2-out rally of their own here. And let's see if Coach A comes out.
He's just going to check on him.
You saw Prizanka kind of wave at him, like trying to tell him, like, go away.
Yeah. He wants this game. I don't blame him, man.
He has played a fantastic game. They're having that conversation.
with him throwing 104 plus pitches in a quick turnaround tomorrow, you're not sure whether he'd actually get time on the in the infield or if
Right.
he DH tomorrow or what. So, from his perspective, this may be it for him in the maroon uniform.
And they're leaving him in. So they will let him finish.
He's got 6 pitches. Hopefully he won't need them, and we can just get her out, and he'll finish it up.
Gonna have to dig in here for him.
If you're Coach A, I'm sure he's got somebody up in the bullpen, but we're blocked where we are.
My
Can't see.
binoculars cannot see through walls. We've not gotten that far. And here it goes, swing and a miss to get you started.
Who was a superhero that could see through walls?
Superman?
Is that right? He could?
Yeah, he could. He's got the X-ray vision. Ferguson down 0-1. Fouls this off 0-2.
So you have a lot of talent, but you're not Superman, huh?
No. I am many things. Super may not quite be the superlative we're looking for.
Come on, big dog. Let's finish him off right here.
It's up to 106. A wind up, throw.
There you go.
Swung on and missed. And that'll do it. Austin High gets the 3-0 win on 107 pitches from Luke Pizanka.
What a job he did, David Roy. He came out from the very beginning. You could tell that he just wanted this game. And he did a heck of a job going and getting it.
Austin High gets the win 3-0. So Pizanka plays a fantastic game. He's going to be our interviewee.
As long as he's willing to.
As long as he's
Coach
willing.
A approves.
I don't know that they would say no to that.
But he is our player of the game, obviously.
By far.
Yes.
By far. Pitch is a shutout. Almost got away with a no-hitter there. Had him running until, I believe, looking at it here, it was all the way into the bottom of the 4th
Box here.
that they got gave up his first hit of the night. So
that has been turned into the press box.
Yeah, it's a great job by Cool Hand Luke Pizanka. I think Coach A is going to talk to the team. Why don't we take a break, and we'll come back here and see if we can't get a quick interview.
So we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, should have our little interview with Luke Pizanka, as long as we're all willing. We'll be right back.
Do you need a haircut? A real haircut? One that's tapered or blocked, clipped or trimmed just the way you like it? Come let the licensed barbers at the Sportsman's Barbershop take care of you. The Sportsman's Barbershop is a friendly, no-frills neighborhood barbershop located in Austin's Brikerwood area. Our barbers specialize in traditional haircuts for men and boys, along with beard trims and straight razor shaves. The trophies and mounts donated by customers that line the barbershop walls serve as testaments to over 60 years of serving Austin. Give the guys a call, 512-459-9525 to schedule your appointment today, or look us up online at sportsmansbarbershop.com. The Sportsman's Barbershop, an Austin institution.
All right, we're going to turn things over to James Scott and your winning pitcher, Luke Pizanka.
Hey, I'm here with Cool Hand Luke Pizanka. What a way to finish off the mound. 7 innings, shutout ball, 11 strikeouts, only 2 walks. How's it feel?
Pretty good, especially for all the ups and downs this year. It feels good. Realize we figure out
Yeah, no doubt, man. You look like you came out determined. You're going to come out, and this is going to be it. Leave it all out on the field. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a send-off, and that's what it's going to be, might as well give it the absolute best you got. And that's what I was just trying to do.
100%. We'll go enjoy it. We got a quick turnaround tomorrow with Anderson. You going to be ready to play then?
Yes, sir.
All right. Close it out indeed.
Yeah.
Very good. Back to you, David Roy.
So that is Luke Pizanka. And so Austin High with the big-time win here tonight against Del Valle with a 3-0 win. And like I said, turnaround, we got to play Anderson tomorrow. So that will be a 2 o'clock start time. Everything gets moved back, pushed back here. And so going to have ourselves a quick turnaround. JV's getting set to play here. And that'll do it. So we'll be live early from Anderson. We'll have that early afternoon start time. Pull up that time here real quick just to verify for you. Make sure we don't lead anybody astray here. So, 2:30 start time. So 2 o'clock, actually. So first pitch at 2:30. We'll be back here at 2. Austin High will get over Anderson. And James Scott returns to the booth with us after talking to Luke Pizanka. He's getting his workout in, running back and forth a little bit here tonight. But, big win tonight. Now the challenge turns around getting that 10th win. And you look ahead to tomorrow, 2:30 start time against Anderson. Played him early in the season. Now you get to close the season out at Anderson. It's going to be a tall order a little bit with some of the energy there, but you got Luke Pizanka there. You heard him. He's ready to go.
He's ready to go. Anderson's going to be fired up because they feel like they should have won the first game of the season against us. It ought to be a good, close game. We got to come out and give it all. Maybe technically we have the tiebreaker versus Del Valle, but nobody wants to do that for last place. Come on, man. So let's go out and get us a win and leave no doubt. Then we would finish 8th. 8th is better than 9th.
So that's a 2:30 first pitch tomorrow from Anderson. Austin High will be there. We'll be live at 2. We'll have our pregame show, take you into that first pitch, and then it's a regular season finale, the season finale for a lot of these seniors. So they want to go out, get that 10th win, and close the season out on a 2-game winning streak. No better way to do it.
Hey, leave with a good taste in your mouth, right? Tomorrow's pregame show will be focused all on the seniors. So tune in a little early, watch those guys, and, they all have represented the Austin High Maroons with class all 4 years. So let's give them their due, come out, support them, and if you're out at the ballpark, listen to us on the phone.
Stop by, say hi. Don't forget to like, subscribe before you leave here tonight. It's very important to us, and those help us a lot. Again, the final score here tonight, Austin High snaps the 11-game skid, 3-0 on the road at Del Valle. Win number 9. Looking for win number 10 at Anderson. First pitch 2:30. Pregame show of Maroons on deck at 2. We'll see you then. On behalf of our entire broadcast crew, Suna, Skylar Gillespie, and of course my broadcast partner James Scott, I'm David Roy. We'll see you tomorrow from Anderson.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas-owned and operated businesses for over 20 years. From commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.